Hey guys, it's Logan here with Hydra572. It is September 1st, 2013, and it is time for another update. Now, I recently did something that I'm still not 100% sure how I feel about, but I think it was a good decision. I purchased a Lion Steel SR1, the Nut and Fancy edition. Now, I'm not sure if you guys were aware, but Nut and Fancy does have his own collaboration version of this blade. It is that beautiful purple coloration on the aluminum handle variety, and it does have a clip point as opposed to the normal drop point on the SR1. It's been a griddle knife of mine for a while. Since I heard about it, really, I thought that it was just sweet looking and I wanted to pick one up. I got a paycheck that was a little bit bigger than I planned on, and so I spent it. I bought the knife, and I think I'm pretty happy with that decision. Even though I realize that when I review that blade, I assume it'll be positive, and still nobody is going to go, oh, well, Logan likes it, I'll just go out and spend $250 on one. That's not really how things work, and I get that. A more expensive purchase, people are going to put a lot more thought in. It's not just going to hinge on my review. Whereas something that costs more like $20, if one of my friends on YouTube reviews it and I like their review of it, I might just go ahead and take that money out of my paycheck, go ahead and buy it. Something like the Mini Tough Light is kind of underpublicized so far. I'm hoping that some people will see my review that'll be coming out eventually, and they'll go, oh, well, that's cool, it's $25, why don't I pick one up, see what I think. That's not really going to happen with the SR1. That's sort of a bummer. I like to make reviews of blades that I think are going to be really useful to my audience. I like the idea that people can actually use the blades that I talk about. That's why I try not to spend a whole lot of time getting to know a blade, carrying it, writing up a thorough review, filming, refilming, and doing post-production on a video, even of a blade that I really like my old style Buck Nighthawk that's out in my bug-out bag. I try not to spend that much time on it because I know it won't be useful to my audience for anything besides entertainment. I love the entertainment side, but I like to think that maybe my reviews are influencing people's decisions. Sure, we'll say it that way. And that might not happen with the SR1. And I could have bought a lot of blades with that $250 that might have happened with. I've been looking at the Kershaw Echelon. Somebody asked me, California Prepper asked me about the Native 5, and I would have loved to review that blade. And instead I spent it on something that's a grill knife for me that won't be as useful of a review for my audience. And I realize that that's a bummer, but I also think it's a really positive thing because, as those of you who make videos here on YouTube know, it's important to stay motivated. It's important to make videos about things that you really care about. I think part of the reason why my Boker Nano review was so well received, whatever. The reason why people liked it, why it was resonant, was because there was some genuine emotion behind it. And emotion can be positive or negative, but there has to be emotion. That was negative emotion. I was hoping that blade would be really cool, and it turned out not meeting my expectations. But I couldn't have gotten to that emotional state if I was just thinking of it as another blade to put in front of the camera and review. It had to be something that excited me. By the way, the comments that you guys left on that video were just wonderful. It's really hard for me to take a contrary position on a blade that a lot of people have liked, and when my audience comes out and supports me, I'm doing really well speaking today. When my audience comes out and supports me on something like that, it really means the world to me. So I don't know if I thanked everyone individually. I'll get around to it, but thank you guys for that. It meant something to me. Anyways, I like to make reviews that people can use, and it's important to me that those reviews be based on things that I care a lot about. And that's part of the reason why I can justify buying the SR1, is it's something that I cared quite a bit about. Now, being that I just spent $250 on a blade, at a time where my seasonal job as a lifeguard is ending, I'm going back to school, getting busier with soccer and all that, and the paychecks are in a month or so going to stop coming, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to step back and buy some cheaper blades. Now, in the same order that I bought the SR1, I bought a Ka-Bar Mini Dozier, something like that. It's a little blade around this size. I did buy the green handle coloration, and I'm hoping it can provide a little bit of competition in this bracket here. Now, I realize that with cheaper purchases, it's going to be a little bit more risky. What I mean is, with budget stuff, you tend to either be really surprised that they got something cool out the door at that price point, or you tend to be let down and you can't really be mad because it was cheap, but it's not giving you what you wanted. And like I said, authenticity is really important to me. I'm not just going to be buying cheap craps that I can shove it in front of the camera, get a review out, and get a couple of views. I'm going to be buying stuff that is cheaper, but that I think has a reasonable chance of making me happy. I'm going to be buying stuff that I want to own for my collection. I think that'll be a really healthy move forward. After spending a lot of money on a Grail blade, I think it'll be good to take a step back and sort of move back up the chain. Start at the more $20 type stuff like the Dozer, move up, I want to get a Kershaw Echelon soon, all that sort of stuff. I think it'll be really cool. And there will be other videos as well. I'm still pretty backed up. It's not all going to be new stuff through here. I've got like the usage video I want to do with the OHT. I want to show all of the tools in use before I make a review. And then everything that you see here still needs to be reviewed, along with some fixed blades I've been using for fire making. The final fire making video still needs to be made, because every time I try to make that damn video, it rains on me. I swear it's some kind of curse. But anyway, there are a lot of videos that I still want to make. Actually, I can just pull up the notes sheet and show it to you real quick. Start at the top here. I'm not going to read them all off. You guys can just read. So yeah, there you go. Still quite a bit. This is still a terrible idea because now I never get to forget any video that I wanted to make. They're always right here in front of me. Beginner knife knowledge is soon. I want to do the frame lock one, the liner lock one, and then I've got some more all-encompassing type stuff, how to refer to different blades, how to close any blade that's handed to you, stuff like that I want to do. I really find those videos pretty cool and pretty motivating, so I'll be wanting to make more of those. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff that should be coming up here in September and October. I'm going to be pretty busy in those 2 months, simply because that's when my soccer season is, and you guys know what it's like to be busy, having school, getting done with school, going to soccer, getting home around 8 o'clock, and having 2 hours of homework that you have to do. It's hard to muster up the energy to do a video before you go to bed. I'm going to be trying to put out 2 real videos a week. That's the promise that I think I'm going to try to stick to. You guys know I'm kind of fuzzy on keeping promises like that, but I'm going to give it a shot. And what I mean by real videos are something like a review or a beginner knife knowledge that takes quite a bit of time and energy. The unboxings, the updates, stuff like that will come, not time allowing, but just when the time is there. When there's an unboxing, I can do an unboxing pretty quick. But 2 videos a week that actually require some thought and effort on my part, that is what I'll be trying to do. Hopefully my productivity shouldn't sag too much in these 2 months during my season, but if it does, it will only be 2 months. So yeah, I think that is our update for September 2013. That's the direction we're moving in. The Lion Steel SR1 will hopefully be getting here soon. And after that, we will do some keeping up with old stuff reviews, followed by some time with some cheaper, more budget options, some stuff that I've been wanting to check out but haven't gotten to yet. Mixed with beginner knife knowledge, philosophy videos, all that good stuff. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have tuned in for our 100 subscriber giveaway that is still running through this month, giving away a Cold Steel Voyager. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. Oh, that brings me back up. I need to address video responses. They're going away. I forget who it was. I'm going to credit them in the description, but somebody gave me a warning and told me that video responses are going away, simply because YouTube has done their metrics, and they have noticed that very, very infrequently does anybody click on a video response after watching a video, so they're going to take them away. They're going to look for a way to reincorporate them to where they'll get more usage. Whatever. They're not going to be there for a little bit, and that interferes with my contest. So if you've already made a video response, you're fine. Your name is in the drawing for the Voyager. If you haven't made one yet, try to get it up before September 12th. I believe that's the day they're going away. If you don't get it up by then, simply make the video just as you would if you were just entering the contest with a VR. Send me a personal message. I will watch your video. You will be entered in the contest. No worries. So yeah, that's everything that we needed to talk about. Thank you guys for an awesome month. What with the 100 subscriber giveaway and all, we got like 40 or 50 new subs. We're pretty much back to where we were when we left the old channel, and that is just fantastic. We appreciate the hell out of it. Yeah, looking forward to more and more great months here on YouTube with you guys. As always, we appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more of the same.